We're all Zooming, conference calling, learning online, and from what I can see, we need a little help. So I'm here today to help you get set up quick and on your way to projecting a better image, a better video, and boosting your confidence so you can show up online. Here we go. So I'm a small business owner. I have a youth theater arts enrichment organization, and I've had it since 2008. But before that, I had a successful career in broadcast and corporate video production. I was a writer, producer, director, an award-winning one, by the way. Anyway, that's always come in handy for creating my own videos or projects for my companies. But now, more than ever, I'm having to show up online, either at Facebook Live or delivering content in a digital course or appearing in conference or Zoom calls. So the curse as a video producer is that I want it to all be perfect. And sometimes that can be paralyzing. So much so that I don't do what I need to be doing. One of my goals this year was to set up a virtual home studio set with the equipment set up permanently so that I don't have to set up everything every time I need to record a video or go on live on camera. So it's a work in progress, but I wanted to kind of break it down to the top 3 things that you need to do so that you can show up online confidently. Number 1. Background. Keep it simple. The best thing for an in-home set is to keep your background simple. I know that it's easy to just plop down wherever in your house and set up your laptop and not be completely aware of what your viewer is seeing. So I just suggest keeping it super simple. So like a solid color or wall behind you. That way your viewer is watching and listening to you and not being distracted with everything else that's in your house set up behind you. Now, my setup is fairly simple. I have, curtains hanging right behind me here. They are currently hanging on my photography backdrop setup. But it's kind of bulky because there's 2 tripods that hold up either end of it, and it's in the way. So I'm going to end up putting a rod up at the top of the ceiling. Now I've also attached a brick backdrop directly on the wall behind me so that I have some flexibility so I can open up the curtains and have that backdrop exposed. I'm kind of still playing around with that, but that's kind of fun to have some options that way as well. I encourage you to try out some different locations and backdrops just around your house. But remember, keep it simple. Number 2, lighting. Now this is a huge stickler for me because it's a really simple solution. Keep the light source in front of you. Sit or stand in front of a window. Natural light is amazing. Or if you have some other light source like a ring light, make sure that it's in front of you. I think that the biggest mistake that I see being made is that people will sit down and they'll end up having windows behind them. Now this is what is called being backlit, and it causes your background to be lit up but not the foreground, which is you. And that's the subject, and that's what needs to be lit. So don't make this mistake. If you find that you are sitting with your back to a window, then move. Get yourself facing the window. You will look 10 times better and everybody will be able to see you. Number 3, sound. While this is sometimes a difficult thing to get right, it really makes a huge difference. Good quality sound can up-level your video presence and help you not only be heard, but also creates a more professional vibe. It can be very subtle, but so good. If you have the ability to purchase a microphone, that's the best way to go. So maybe a lavalier or an external mic, but it's not the only way to up-level your sound. If you don't have the external microphone, it's not a big deal. However, if you can, it's great. So podcast mics or lavalier mics, but you can also control the sound quality by controlling the environment. Now, what do I mean by that? If you can be in a room behind a closed door that has carpeting and drapes or other things on the wall, those things are going to absorb the sound in the room, so your voice won't be bouncing off the walls here and there. I myself have this very long hallway and it's incredibly echoey, so I'm working on my sound. Even if I use an external mic, it's still a little echoey. I've got rugs on the floor. I've got this curtain backdrop that's helped a lot, and I've got windows in front of me, and so I'm going to put curtains there so that the sound will be absorbed with places all around where I'm performing, if you will. That's what I've done, and that's what you can do easily. So let's recap the 3 most important things to consider when you appear online on camera, whether it's a video conference call or a Facebook Live. The biggest advice is to keep it simple and don't overthink it and don't get paralyzed. But also don't overlook the 3 things that can help you up-level your online image. Number 1, the background. Keep it simple. Number 2, lighting. Keep it in front of you. And number 3, sound. Either use a microphone or control your environment by having carpet or curtains to help absorb the sound. Okay, that's it. Now go put these tips into practice and let's all show up online and be heard. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.